part of the fun of Singlish is the community. And if I speak it, don't like that leh, to someone who would not say...
What does that mean?
Don't like that leh is like, please don't do that, that's lame.
Do that again?
Don't like that, like L-I-D-D.
Don't like that. And then you have the thousand ending sound, lele.
Yeah, so if I say that and then no one says it back, that defeats the purpose for me. Then I just won't use it. And now I'm at a better place with how I'm speaking now, how I'm speaking on stage.
Hello, welcome to Comedy with an Accent podcast. I'm your Taiwanese comedian, Kuan Wen. I interview comedians who perform English stand-up comedy but who are not native English speakers, or they can have a very distinct British regional accent. This podcast is all about comedy, about accent, about languages, and about the comedy technique. So stay tuned if you're interested. Hello, welcome back to another episode of Comedy with a podcast recording. And I say that and I sound a bit tired. It's weird. This is the first time I do a back-to-back recording with my second guest today, although I sometimes have back-to-back sex sessions. Sorry to bring it up. Our guest today is our very first guest from Singapore. I am actually not sure what his mother tongue is. This comic, I'm saying, I hope it's true. I think you are a baby comic.
I'm very baby.
But you're a rising star.
I'm okay.
I mean, I normally try to invite comic when they have a couple years of club experiences, but I think this comic is so special. I predict he'll be big. In a few years' time, I want to plan this time capsule, and when you are much bigger, then we'll have you back to make you look at this embarrassing recording with me. So let's welcome our guest today. It's Jin Hao Li. Hi.
Hi guys. I'm actually so honored to be here.
No, don't.
I saw his show at the Fringe. Really
Don't create noise on the desk. I'm already telling you all. No, this podcast is nothing. It's nothing. All right. My top episode download is only like 200 something. It's no big deal.
Are you serious? That's so good.
Is that good?
200 downloads for a podcast?
Episode.
Yeah, it's really good.
Is that good?
I think so.
Then how shit on every podcast?
I did a podcast in uni. We have like 3 listeners per week.
And you plow on.
Yeah.
Wow, that's kind of optimism 20-something have these days. Anyway, we have 2 Asians in the room, right? Let's do the Asian thing. Let's be superficial. Let's talk about your achievement and make your parents proud, okay? If comedy were a career choice and your parents would approve, Jin Hao has been the winner of London Comedy Store Gong Show, the legendary Comedy Store Gong Show, and you've been a finalist in this year's Chortle Student.
Yes, that was a fun gig.
I was just about to say, is that really important? I mean, like...
It's... I don't know how many people...
Does Bennett love you?
Steve Bennett, I don't know. Steve, if you're watching this.
If comedy were a career that your parents approved, you've gone to the final Chortle Comedy. Which one makes you more proud? The Gong Show win or... No,
this feels so... Okay.
Rabbit hole.
Honestly, I think the Gong Show one was probably harder to do because everyone was kind of mean that night. Like, there were people going up and they would just say... There was this French guy, he went up, he was like, hello, and they just booed him.
Oh, I just thought you meant all the other contestants were kind of mean to you. That
No. Everyone was very nice to me. It was a really fun night. I recommend everyone to do it.
I'm sorry I didn't invite you when I saw you in Edinburgh.
No, it's okay.
Someone explained to me that there's a Chinese comic. I didn't say you're from Singapore, so my instant reaction is hostility.
I would not have assumed that I should be invited. Like, that would be insane.
Almost so many people do. They kind of take offense when I didn't invite them. No. There's a lot of fragile big egos on the circuit.
Wait.
He is such a baby. He just thinks everyone is nice.
I am a little bit... Wait, can I say something? This happened last night. I was at the store and I was in the green room and this comedian Paul, who's like a veteran, he said the nicest thing to me. Because I was like, I am a little baby. He was like, you're a little baby who is walking and you shouldn't be able to. That is the nicest compliment anyone's ever said to me.
You are...
I'm gonna hold that sentence.
You are so good. Because you were sitting through when I was recording with Adam. I was talking about my... I shouldn't even say pet peeve. Like, the level of anger I was channeling is like my frustration with a certain type of minority comedy. You stand completely opposite, and that's so much harder to do your thing. Kind of surreal. You're kind of being daft, but you're really smart at the same time. Your comedy is original.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, okay.
I really want to talk about that because I love that topic.
But before we get into
Okay,
the nerdy part,
okay.
I want people to get to know you first.
Okay,
so,
okay.
Jin Hao, you're from Singapore.
I'm from Singapore.
But as soon as I learned you're from Singapore, say something is a bit off. First, most Singaporean abroad will have an anglicized name. Is that right?
Oh, yes.
Secondly, you don't look like you're on Crazy Rich Asian. I'm just joking. Secondly, you don't have the Singaporean accent. And by that, Singaporeans, the Chinese Singaporean, are typically from the south of China. So they carry a southern tone, which I'm familiar with.
Yes.
Because one of the main language spoken by the Chinese community there, Hokkien, is basically what I speak as Taiwanese. Or Mainland Yu. So it's either Hokkien or Cantonese or Hakka. You don't carry those southern accents.
I don't.
And there's a reason for that.
I'm going to tell you.
So you're a Singaporean, but you are a typical Chinese Singaporean. Now, your time.
Okay, so I was born in China. I was born in Jilin. I'm a Dongbei. I'm from the northeast.
He's Manchurian.
Oh, I am?
You're Manchurian.
I guess.
If you watch all those Chinese sort of concubine dynasty thing, who dresses like a Chinese zombie, right?
God.
That is Jin Hao's family's heritage.
I am from Manchuria. So I'm from northeast, and would you call Mandarin a dialect? Or would you
No, I think Mandarin in China is called 普通话.
Yeah, right.
普通话 is if you take Beijing accent as the base and you filter and neutralize it. So they neutralize Beijing.
Right. Okay, so I only speak Mandarin. I don't have a dialect. Most of the Chinese people in Singapore, they speak Mandarin and have a dialect, but they're not good at either of those things. Yeah.
That comes from him, not from me.
No, it's true. Also, the Singaporean Chinese people will tell you this.
Yeah, most Singaporeans and Malaysian, they are like polyglots.
Yes.
But ish.
Ish. Yes. But it's not their fault. It's because the education system isn't for mother tongue isn't as good as.
I would have a suggestion. Let's try not talk about Malaysians today because you represent Singapore.
Oh, no,
Let's not overstep the mark.
Oh, no, I wasn't talking about Malaysia. No, I'm talking about Singapore.
Singapore.
So I was born in China and I went to Singapore when I was 7. So that's like primary 1. So my Mandarin isn't as good as people in mainland China because I received a Chinese education in Singapore. When I was in secondary school, I couldn't read my cousin's primary school textbook in China.
But that's when Singaporean was still teaching Mandarin using the traditional characters, right? When did you guys change?
Oh, no. Oh, no. It was simplified.
Too difficult.
2005.
Oh, it's simply because I forgot how young you are. I just want to kill you. So you're saying that it's too advanced, your cousin's textbook in China.
So Singaporean Chinese people, they're not that great at their mother tongue, but it's also this is not really their fault, you know?
But you speak to your mom in Mandarin.
Yes, so the only person I speak Mandarin with is my mom.
I'm really trying hard to enunciate because I feel the pressure.
Why? Wait, can I this is not my real accent.
What's your real accent?
I have a Singlish accent, but it just doesn't come out. It just doesn't come out unless I'm talking with my boys back home.
Okay, you mean it takes another Singaporean to lure your snake out?
Yes, okay, I wouldn't say like that, but yes.
So you won't be willing to talk to me like you're from Singapore?
I can try.
What's that offensive, that Singapore?
No, I don't care. I don't think anyone cares. I hope Singaporeans watch this. Okay, that came out a bit. Because when I came to St. Andrews, when I came to Scotland, I felt the need to hold back the Singlish. And for the longest time...
You know, people judge you when you have that accent, right?
No, so which accent?
Okay, let me do this question.
Yes.
Jin Hao, do you think you have an accent when you speak English?
Yes, of course. I sound like a privileged international school kid.
Oh, yes, the one you're using right now.
Yes.
But you are also holding back another real accent.
Yes. So I used to think that the holding back is like a betrayal of my roots / who I am. However, I've recently realized that code switching is part of who you are. And I'm a bit like gatekeeping. I'm a bit like, these fools don't get to hear my real accent. Like part of the...
I love that.
I'm not even kidding. I don't think that you should be one thing with everything. I don't think you're betraying your heritage. Part of the fun of Singlish is the community. And if I speak it, don't like that to someone who would not say...
What does that mean?
Don't like that is like, please don't do that, that's lame.
Do that again?
Okay. Nah, I feel like it's like, it don't like that leh.
I
Or
don't like lele.
Yeah, don't like that, like LIDD.
Don't like that. And then you have the thousand ending sound, lele.
Yeah, so if I say that and then no one says it back, that defeats the purpose for me. Then I just won't use it. And now I'm at a better place with how I'm speaking now, how I'm speaking on stage, and how I speak to my Singaporean friends.
You use the term code switching.
Yeah.
I like the concept, but I think it's more like a mode switching.
Ooh.
A different speaking, you have the Singlish mode, the international prestige or entitled student
Entitled,
mode.
yeah, entitled.
And you probably have a more sort of Asian mode.
I don't know if I'm in Asian mode, but yeah. I guess Singlish.
How do I agree. I think you just try to survive. I don't think it's fair to call that a betrayal because
Yeah.
people put on accent all the time. Like posh people in the UK, when they go to university, they would deliberately try to tone it down. Or they would sound a bit more street like. Even though sometimes it can be pathetic. It can be pathetic when a white British guy tries to sound Jamaican, for example. Definitely a thing. I've been told this concept of a black-ent.
Oh, yes.
I remember
Like,
asking someone, I think this comment is really great, but why does some disconnect every time I hear it said? And some British people just let out. This is a secret, so I'm not going to give you a name. It's just like, because he always tries to put on a black accent. And some people don't mind that, some people do. So you're trying to talk a bit like a black accent, but you don't actually have that culture. You don't really have that upbringing. But I wonder, but what if he does have that upbringing?
Right.
But you're not him. So
Right.
you don't know whether he actually lived through in a rough neighborhood growing up with kids from West Indies. You never know.
Yes.
Are you not forming an unfair assumption? But we would never know because I didn't even dare to confront him that why do you put on a black accent?
That's what Aquafina went through, right?
Yeah.
She actually grew up around people who use it authentically, so she was like, I don't know the details, but I get what you're saying. It's like, what if they are of the community but not of the, I guess, ethnicity? Is that what you mean?
Yeah. So I'm just thinking, for example, it doesn't happen a lot. We don't have that many foreigners. They move to Taiwan and their kids grow up in Taiwanese surrounding. But I do see them on TV shows.
Yeah.
And I guess the racial tension is not quite as bad in Taiwan. So when I hear a white person speak English or Mandarin exactly like a Taiwanese person, I wouldn't first think that, oh, you just offended me. Are you trying to do our accent?
Right.
My first thing is like, how does that even happen?
Yeah. How are you? Yeah.
It's so weird. But I just think that if a white person that grows up in Singapore and didn't particularly go to a prestigious international school, so he or she or they just speak Singlish naturally.
Yeah.
I wonder whether some people instantly think that, are you trying to shit or mock our accent? That's offensive.
Right.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, there is a famous video of this white kid who grew up in Singapore and he has a Singaporean accent and he
doesn't do it on purpose.
He doesn't do it on purpose. It's, to a Singaporean, that's the funniest thing. Like, he looks so alien and it's not his fault. And everyone's kind of like on his side. But it's like, it looks insane. For that voice to come out of that face is a crazy experience.
You also, you have a entitled, prestigious international student accent. How did you acquire this accent?
Wow, this is so sad. Okay.
No, it's not sad. It is, we want to know.
How did I'm just fake. I think I'm just a fake ass.
But aren't we all faking when it's a foreign language? I mean, okay, English is not necessarily a foreign language in
It's not
Singapore.
like,
but
it's not that foreign to us. It's almost our first language. It's kind of sad.
But for example, let's say English is foreign language to me, and people then say, why do you fake this word in a British pronunciation? I say, well, because any other pronunciation is not natural to me anyway. The most natural accent is like this, okay? If I don't make any effort, if I move directly from Mandarin, it is supposed to be like this. And I try to copy and imitate English speaker when I was of a certain age. But I am still listening and copying people around me.
Yes. It's all fake anyway. It's fine. It's fine. As long as it's not problematic, I think it's fine.
Okay, so how did you acquire this accent?
Wow, okay. Maybe around Sec 2. Okay, secondary 2. So that's, I don't know. Is your audience mainly American? Like, what is...
Mainly British.
Secondary 2, that's like what?
Junior high?
14
What
years
age?
old. 14 years
14 years old.
I was like,
The
what?
puberty hair age. Right, okay, so
Yeah,
around the puberty hair age.
When I had pubes, I was watching a lot of, I guess, American movies.
Yeah.
You know, it's like that. I learned this phrase at uni called Coca-Cola-lisation.
Coca-Cola.
Isn't that such an interesting... So it's like, I watch like Hollywood
Your
stuff.
uni sounds so elitist.
It's super... Then Andrew's super privileged. Don't even... Come on. I think I was trying to sound like the people on screen. And unfortunately, people on screen are like American. So then...
I know, so you're really good with... Are you a musician by any chance?
Yes.
Hey.
Wait, hold on. I'm not shy about it.
I'm not
Yes.
trying to judge you because musicians, they are listening, like the musician get the rhythm and the subtlety of the tunes. So they hear the subtle difference between accents a lot better. So musicians are more likely to have a better accent when they switch to a foreign language.
Okay, yeah. Well, I make music with my friends. Joshua and Ryan, our band. Okay.
Joshua and Ryan.
I know.
It could have been worse. It could have been Noah and Tobias, but it's okay. You are all saying this with a level of self-awareness.
Yeah. No, Singapore is... Come
If
on.
you haven't caught that, Jin Hao just mentioned that he went to university in St. Andrews. Yes, that's where Kate met Billy. By that I mean the Duchess of... Is it still Duchess of Cambridge? No.
Can I be real? I don't know anything about the two of them.
It's how Princess of Wales met Prince of Wales.
It's
Okay.
so boring.
So you learn English with TV. And this is a very prevalent story of your generation. Like globalization really, really came to a stage. It's so easy. I think people who don't learn a foreign language well, it's just because they don't have the will. Because otherwise, when I was growing up, you have to source a cassette. It's not easy. You have to go to if you learn a European language at that time, there's not a lot of local radio in
You need kata.
not English. Yeah, kata. So you have to go to like a European bookshop and you're trying to textbook and the textbook that come with the audio version. You buy a cassette, not even a CD to start with. And that's how you learn. And that's time. Sometimes I remember traveling in Europe, I came back with like a biscuit, a package.
Yeah.
I would keep the package so I can read the text a bit longer. You don't. You just, there's podcasts, there's music, everything's on the internet. If you have the will, you have the way, you'll learn English so much better.
Not to compare myself to BTS. But you know how... Okay, but you know how like RM, the leader of BTS, he has an American accent because he learned English through watching Friends. I think that's what happened to me. So then...
Why are you watching Friends? Like
a good
Friends
show.
was on, not on when you... How old were you when Friends was on?
Well, okay.
You were watching the syndication, the reruns.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I was torrenting it. Sorry.
Shining in the city, do your little life and soul. Cause my they not like dynamite. That's why we're not singers. Anyway, cool. Singaporean Chinese people typically refer themselves as Singaporeans.
Yeah,
Whereas Chinese Malaysian people like to refer themselves as Chinese first.
That's interesting. That's true.
That's true, isn't it?
That's true.
And I personally think that's because in Malaysia, the biggest ethnic group is Malay, and there's a lot of tension between Chinese Malaysian and Malay Malaysian. And I'm not going to step in. There's a very complicated issue.
Yeah.
So that's why for them, the Chinese identity is also very important because it's not fully encouraged. They have to protect.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that's and I think it's better now. When I first moved to Singapore, like Singapore Chinese people hate mainland Chinese people. Like at least back in the day. When I was young, before I could speak English, they were ostracized. Like someone lost their pen in class. I don't know if you remember when you were a kid, there were those like multicolored pens.
And you have to switch.
Yes, so I bought one. Coincidentally, someone else in class lost theirs, and I had it. Everyone thought that I was the thief.
Did they say to you, 你就中国来的贼?
There was a lot of that. There was a lot of that, and my mom would also face some of that. It's not that I don't want to be associated with being from mainland China, but if someone assumed that I was, I would be sad.
Oh, the social connotation coming with the labeling.
Yes, Singaporean Chinese people are simultaneously proud of their heritage, yet they really want to be separate from the mainland.
There's one beef I have with Singaporean. They think they are superior to other Asian people. They are the whitest possible Asian.
Oh, it is so white. It is so white down there.
And we were
It's
just
so
like,
Let's talk
no,
about
you're not the same as Europeans. That's what we feel in Taiwan. I'm sorry, there's a lot of stereotypes going on.
No, I want to unpack that because there's so much oh, I want to, like, you know, the hawker center, there's so much like,
Yeah.
I want to own this identity. I'm so proud of being Singaporean. But at the same time, there's this like strive to be white, I guess.
So let's take some example about this Singaporean identity based on Southern Chinese cultural heritage. A lot of those, like, there's a hawker. How do you say it?
Hawker center.
Hawker center. I'm so close to saying something on brothel. Like, anyway, those food will be pronounced in either Cantonese or Hokkien. It doesn't sound the same when you describe the food in Mandarin. For example, turnip cake, lok bak gao,
Oh, I actually don't know how to say that. I say 萝卜糕.
Lo bo gao,
Yeah.
but Hokkien, like in Taiwanese, we say cai tao gui. So if someone wants to say the same thing, the emotional effect of the phrase will be very, very minimal. Someone say lo bo gao to
Yes.
me, but if they cai tao gui, I just instantly bring by my childhood
Yes.
memory. And I feel a lot of those Chinese, how to say that, things, whatever feature in the culture, they will be associated with a name comes from the Southern Chinese languages or dialect, which is, do you speak Hokkien or Cantonese?
I don't.
You don't?
I don't, not at all. Not at all. I don't have a dialect.
You don't have a dialect.
I feel like, yeah.
But are you Han or Manchurian? Like 你是朝鲜族还是？
不是，我应该是汉族。但是这些不都是？
那很多满人都已经被同化，甚至满人自己也不知道。
对。
So I had a uni professor who's actually from the Manchurian heritage, but he doesn't speak any Manchurian. I think Manchurian is almost a dead language in China right now.
I didn't even know there was. Is that terrible? Is that terrible? Cause wow, I didn't even know there was a. Well, I have a uncle-in-law who, like, on his ID it says Manzu.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Manzu. But very few people still speak the language because it kind of all get
Right.
assimilated. And that's the price they pay for invading China hundreds of years ago.
I don't know.
So one of my uni professor was from the Manchurian background, and his name is King Jin,
Oh, Jin.
like gold. But his middle name is called Jin Pu Cong. Pu is the same name as the last emperor of China.
Yeah,
Pu Yi
Pu Yi.
Pu. He even belongs to the 8th, how to call it, the army rank, the Ba Qi. Dongbei Ba Qi is
okay.
one of those.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even know how to say that in English, but
I don't know.
in the Manchurian army system, there's the 8 different squads or
I love
ranks.
this.
Let's not go into that because we both have such superficial knowledge of it that the podcast.
You
is so-
know a lot more than me, and I want to know. Okay. 长辈，尊重。
I can self-deprecate. Don't you dare!
We're not-
He just called me elderly.
那
He
那
just
不是
called-
长辈，就是比我大吗？
No, 长辈 implies someone's reproductive system is not quite functioning.
No, that's not what I was taught. That's not what I was
说
taught.
前辈还可以。
前辈对对，我的意思前辈，我的母语不太好了，我刚才已经说了。
But there's a difference between someone more senior than you than someone who's an elderly. Like,
No.
Zhongbei has its image of pensioner requiring an adult nappy. You know what I'm talking about. Maybe it's only Taiwan because like a Taiwanese Mandarin is different from the Mandarin. And one term that Chinese use for restaurants, 酒家,
Yeah, 就这样。Yeah.
that means a brothel in
就在-
Taiwan. So we call a prostitute a restaurant woman for Chinese, like 酒家女.
酒家女。
I don't know whether 酒家女 also means prostitute in China, but we definitely don't use 酒家. We don't use that as a restaurant. For us, it's a place for transactional sexual activity. It implies you can buy sex there.
Oh my god, I love this. I actually love the cultural knowledge and learning about this. It's really cool.
Okay. So you grew up in
前辈。
Singapore without the knowledge of the more prevalent Southern languages or the dialects. Not Hokkien, not Cantonese.
My stepdad speaks Hokkien, so I heard it around the house. I know like 假爸爸,
Jiababuay.
right? That kind of stuff. Am I singing right?
Yeah, but with a bit of Chinese accent. It's so
Okay,
cute.
It's okay, thank you. And then my step grandma, we would call like 阿嬷,
Instead of 奶奶,
奶奶, 姥姥.
姥姥.
Yeah, I'll come home, I'll be like 邓来了. Right?
Yeah, so it reflects, for example, how we call auntie in Taiwan.
How is it?
I've noticed Taiwanese that have Northern Chinese heritage coming from China after the Second World War. They call their auntie 姨妈,
姨妈.
Uma. Local Taiwanese would say 阿姨.
阿姨
That ah sound, the prefix, is a very Southern things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
阿姨, 阿姨.
So, for example, when you have a nickname, let's say, so your name is Jin Hao, right?
Jin Hao,
What
right.
is your nickname of Hao Hao?
不是,
Didi?
It's Lala.
Why?
That's the story. Do you want to hear?
You know, Lala means a lesbian
What?
in
what?
Taiwan.
Really? Lala?
Lala is a lesbian in Taiwan.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not suggesting you look like one.
That's okay.
It does. Me too.
It's okay. Like, I would be on. No, but okay, so on the day that I was born, I apparently shat 18 times. And La is like la baba. Like,
Oh,
yeah. So then one of my uncles was like, oh,
so on the day you were born, you were having IBS.
oh, it was crazy.
Okay.
I was tearing it up, and then my uncle was like,
I'm really feeling sorry for the midwife because I keep watching it.
I don't. But this was apparently throughout the day. So then everyone calls me Lala back home.
But you hardly were eating anything, or as soon as
I
you
don't
were-
know. Maybe I was just like a thick little.
The legendary comedy that shed 18 times on the day he was born. So
Lala.
when we have nickname, and that R sound at the beginning is a very Southern or Taiwanese way of calling someone. So my name is Quan Wen, for example, and that Wen is Bun in my dialect. So a lot of my family call me Abun. But in Mandarin, I think they would tend to use the word little, for example. So I would be Xiao Wen.
When I'm writing comedy, I'm always influenced by like, you know, like people like I would watch like Seinfeld, stuff
Yeah.
like that. So I think another reason why I have this accent is I think it's like kind of neutral. Maybe it's leaning towards American. I don't think it's easy to write comedy in Singlish. Singlish is so funny. It has really so much potential
I think
for
you
comedy.
have to caveat your sentence. I don't think it's easy to write comedy for British audience.
No, in Singlish.
Oh.
Yes. So I think my jokes are very like neutral. Does that make sense? The way I say it is not like.
I think your comedy has some surreal element and nature to it.
Yeah.
And Singlish brought it too much down to a specific culture and the ground.
Yes. And I don't think I can even do that. I don't think it's easy to write in Singlish. There's a lot of comics back home who do it really well. I really think Singlish is such a cool freaking tool for like art in general. I just don't know how to write Singlish jokes.
That's so funny
Because
though.
a lot of Singapore humor is conversational. It's about the community. At least how I've experienced it. It's like the funniest Singaporeans are always when you talk to your friends.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
You know how they say people, they are book smart people and street smart.
Yeah.
And I feel Singlish is a very street smart.
It's such a street, like, yes.
Yeah, and some of your comedy, the thing you do, you have this element of gazing, musing, wondering. Okay, I'm gonna use a very old reference. Please don't judge me.
I'm so excited.
Ally McBeal.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I don't know who that is. Oh my, I felt like I let you down.
No, it's
I feel
okay. I will try to think of a more
Ally
current name.
McBeal.
Ally McBeal.
gonna try
Callista Flockhart. So this comedy drama was on in the early 2000s, late 90s to early 2000s. So she's basically a daydreaming lawyer.
Oh, that's an interesting character.
And whenever she does something, like she's a lawyer, but she always see romance, want to believe in humanity. She would sometimes hallucinate, see a dancing baby. She thinks her life's like a musical.
Right.
And your comedy has the element of suddenly, you just zone out. You take us to that world, and you take us to that absurd musing of you, and suddenly you brought us back, and then you zone out again. And I think that kind of stuff, Singlish would distract audience from getting there.
I don't know. It's probably true. I wouldn't know how to do
It's
it.
not because Singlish is the, how to say that, the social connotation
Yeah.
from people that comes with Singlish. It's hard to distract people to say, let's forget about this messy reality. Let's escape to a very abstract universe.
Right.
But Singlish is so potent.
It's
it
so
pulls
potent.
people back to the
I
ground.
love Singlish. To protect Singlish at all costs. No, I'm not even kidding. You know, like back home, there's like these campaigns. The Speak Good English campaign. I think it's garbage. Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble with the government, but we have these bus stops that will have these signs that like, we want to be understood from Marsiling to Melbourne. Marsiling is like a train station in Singapore. The idea being that like, we should tone down the Singlish so that the world can understand us. And like, so can I swear? I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'll beep it out. But it sounds even funnier when it's a beep anyway.
That shit, like, I hate it so much. Protect Singlish at all costs is how I'm feeling. And when I was in primary school, on the whiteboard there was a rule: don't use Singlish all the time. I hate that shit so much.
I just think that Singlish is already a language in Singapore.
Yes, it's so
So
cool.
I guess Singaporeans will just have the ability. Either they do, either they don't.
Yeah.
But you guys know who you're talking to, and you
Yeah.
will code switch anyway, right? You wouldn't do full Singlish with me because you are able to take out the universal English version and to
Yeah.
communicate with me. You wouldn't try to make it hard for me just by talking
Yeah,
English.
of course. But I just think that coming from an authority figure. It feels a bit like self-hate. Does that make sense? Why are we... I don't know. Sad.
So I remember this instant. This friend is actually Malaysian, and we were queuing, and some lady was having this condescending conversation with him and saying something like, "Oh, your English is pretty good." And he was like, "But this is my first language. Why can't you not accept that for..." So there are countries where people from the UK will accept the English as their first language, maybe like Jamaica, for example, but they would never really accept Singapore, Malaysia. I mean, I think English is the official language in Singapore.
Yeah.
But I don't think all Europeans or British people know that.
The national language of Singapore is actually Malay.
Is it?
It is. It's like officially Malay. That's why all the...
I thought the official language is English to unite all the different ethnic groups and...
Honestly, I don't know, but I do know that the national language... That's why the national... Like, that's why in the army, the commands are in Malay, I think.
Oh, really? Okay, I will fact check this. Little bit of...
I don't know what official language... Because in my mind, there's like 4 official languages.
So fact checked. We need to fact check this.
Yeah,
I know the history of Singapore. Singapore and Malaysia, they were all British colony at that time. And when they sought their independence, Singapore wanted to join the Malaysian Federation.
We got married, yeah.
Yeah, but you were kicked out.
We got divorced.
You got divorced because they were afraid that the Chinese immigrants dominate Singapore, so it will give the Chinese population too much a say in the power sharing. So they didn't want Singapore. And it turns out the orphan child turned out to be so much richer than Malaysia.
Yeah,
So. But I think your national father, Lee Kuan Yew,
yeah.
how do you pronounce his name?
Lee Kuan Yew, yeah.
Lee Kuan Yew. He tried to unite and to reduce racial tension. And even though Chinese-speaking people were the largest ethnic group in Singapore, he didn't choose Chinese as the national language, official language. He chose English to appease different ethnic groups. And this is what I read.
No, that's true. I just mean, because I don't know what it says in the legislature, like what the...
I think let's put it this way. If you try to conduct, you try to do admin, apply for something. What's the language?
English.
Bureaucracy.
Yeah, English.
Okay, that's English. So what I meant, like, so.
Oh, okay. It's just I think it's important to be like the national language is Malay, I guess. Like I think.
So back to the story when I was queuing with this Malaysia friend, and he said that he thinks it's really racist and unjust. People cannot accept that for Malaysian, their first language can be English.
Yeah.
But I also thought, but your English also quite accented. But then I thought, was I the racist one? Because let's say, for example, you think the neutral English is either British RP accent or the American Midwestern accent. So Australian and South African would also be very accented and different from these two, right?
Yeah.
But I would still say, but these two are English-speaking country. So am I the racist one being unfair to my friend? So one of the characteristic of his accent is the TH. And he would say, I don't think. So he would say, I don't think. When I was younger, a bit immature, I was kind of make fun of that. No, but I have my own accent, right? I'm completely, it's unself-aware. But then I came to the UK, I lived here longer, and I realized that it's not just the Malaysian. For example, Irish people don't do TH either. They say, I don't think. And London people also don't do TH. They say, I don't think.
Yeah.
So Malaysian were not the only one, but I kind of single them out and I say like, have I been influenced so much by Western thinking that I was judging this accent differently? And there's the answer to this day I still don't have.
I think...
You have.
Yeah. No, because... this is how I really feel. All accents are weird.
Yes.
The idea that there's a standard and other things are deviations... it makes no sense. Like every accent is weird. Everything can be made fun of.
Yeah.
So, I think.
But that's the ideal world, right? In an ideal world, you treat all the accents fairly.
Yeah, no, true.
But in the real world, there's pre-existing social bias.
That's the standard.
Some accents are more standard than others.
Yeah.
So as comedian, we hate it, but we have to work with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And which is why you adopt this neutral version.
I think this is where that came from.
Because if you don't do anything and you do a Singlish accent, you'll be judged. And it's not necessarily good or bad, but it may work against the kind of material you want to do.
Yes.
So we have to make a choice and live with it.
Yeah.
Okay, you shouldn't laugh at accent, but I have this Malaysian friend, and there's this one phrase he did, it always make me chuckle. What did he say? Okay, please don't cancel me. Let me take a deep breath. I told you so many times already, and you never listen to me. Is that a fair representation of Malaysian Singlish?
Oh my god.
Out of 1 out of 10, how much would you give me?
It's a caricature of what it actually is, but that's the funny thing. But I also don't speak for everyone, and if you think that's offensive,
So I just think that maybe I will keep laugh with it, but not laugh at it. But I will laugh with it with love.
Yeah.
It just chuckle me up.
The Singapore accent is freaking funny, dude. Like, it's like, wow.
Okay, so let's now tie the language back to your comedy stage persona. Have you ever performed in Singapore?
Yes, that's where I started.
And do you use the do you use Singlish when you perform in Singapore?
No, I do the same act, and I almost feel like kind of alien. I'm like, why am I talking to you guys like this? Like, it's kind of weird. And then I get off stage, and then I would speak like Singlish, and it's like a weird, yeah.
Was the audience never shocked? Or like, oh,
They're probably like, oh, this guy is like a international. You know what I mean? They're probably like, okay, this guy is.
was it more like the expat heavy crowd? It's more like a local.
No, there's like a good local crowd. Yeah,
Yeah.
but before COVID, I don't know what it's like now because I haven't done it since COVID back home. But before COVID, there was quite a good local
I'm
crowd.
hoping to have you met Sam?
Yes,
Fay?
I love Sam.
Yeah, so I'm hoping he would be here in January. I hope to get him on as
He's
well.
coming here London in January.
Yeah, he's gonna be in London in
Sick.
January. But you see, he for me is
Yeah.
Singaporean. Like he doesn't even have to say much. I can tell he's from that area.
Sam
It's like in
C
新马地区. That's what we say, 新马地区.
新马地区,
Yeah.
新马地区.
I just couldn't tell from you. So when did you?
So sad.
When did you remove the guard? Or do you not think is this mode is actually kind of natural to you now? You don't even think you're putting on a guard. Like, do you know what I mean?
This
by
is
it?
natural. I'm not like. I don't think I'm being fake right now. This is just how I communicate to people who are not the boys back home. Like,
Right.
Literally, like I feel very honest doing this. Yeah.
Yeah.
I even do this to the boys, but well, it's kind of sad. Maybe I'm losing my Singaporeanness, which is very sad. Maybe I should go back to the army again.
I don't think so. I think you just stay there for a while. It will come back. It
I hope
depends
so.
on-
Yeah.
Just as you live here longer, you're gonna pick up some Britishism that's only natural to you.
I hope I
Unless
don't.
you make a conscious effort not to. Okay, let's talk about you. So how did you start comedy?
How did I start?
Did you have
Well,
a traumatic childhood or something?
I was an only child because of the law, and my mother was the oldest. Mom was the oldest sibling, so then I was really the only child in the extended family. And
Oh, can I backtrack? Why did your family move to Singapore from China?
My mom wanted. Oh, is this too vulnerable? I kind of want to say this. Kind of funny.
You
My
can
mom.
just try it, and it will become a set later. So.
My mom is kind of like a boss ass bitch. Like she wanted to go to no, okay. My mom wanted to go to like Canada.
Yeah.
At first. Sorry, I keep touching. By the way, Simu Liu is from the province next to mine.
Oh,
I'm not saying I could have been.
province or village?
Province. Like
Province,
he's from Heilongjiang. I'm from Jilin.
Okay,
He's handsomer than me. However, he did go to Canada, and that.
no, it's massive. Both provinces are massive. Okay.
But still, for him to be a Dongbai, you know what I mean? Cause like.
Simu is Dongbai.
Yeah, he's from Heilongjiang. Yeah, the first
Yeah,
province.
like a lot of Chinese women say he's not even good looking. I say I'll have him every time of the day.
They're like, okay, get the out of here. But
Yeah, they are saying this as if they had a chance. I
with
mean,
Simu Liu.
someone needs to look in the mirror, girls. Anyway, so okay, so Simu.
So,
no,
okay, but
your
that's just a
mom is
segue.
the boss ass
My
bitch.
mom's the boss's bitch. She was like, I grew up in a small town. There's a river flowing through it, mountains, everything. I love it, but my mom's like, you can't really be anything in this town. So she was like, let's go to Canada. They went from my hometown to Beijing. Takes like maybe half a day. Her and my dad take the English test because back then you need these immigration tests. And then my dad didn't pass. And my mom was like, okay, I'm leaving you. And they got a divorce, yeah. Wait, is this not funny? I think this is kind of lit. Because they're all both remarried and everyone's happy now.
Okay.
But that's how we came to Singapore. She's like, okay, the next best thing is Singapore.
And I just be notified by the tech that I was typing.
Like, can we end on that? Can we end on that anyway?
We can end on that. It's a shocking revelation. So we've learned that Jin Hao's mom is a boss ass bitch
She
and a
is.
very
Shout out
happy
China.
life. I'm happy that I said at the start this is meant to be a time capsule episode. We having so much fun chatting and got to this. How can we find you on social media?
It's at Jin Hao Li. That's JIN.HAO.LI.
This is the most abrupt ending I've ever had.
Wait, I thought it was a fun story.
You're too fun as a person to
I
talk
think
to.
is the word divorce very heavy still? I feel like it's kind of chill.
No, like divorce is just like breathing air in this country,
Yeah.
innit? Okay, so we have to end. Because we are not from this country, so being punctual is very important. So we want to end this
Very, very
podcast.
important.
I hope to interview you in a couple of years' time.
Oh
when
my
you're
God, I will come back
Big
anytime.
star. Thank you for coming on the podcast day. And second time again, I'm going to say Mandarin. 感谢你今天来当我的嘉宾，谢谢。This is Jin Hao Li. Thank you very much.
Bye bye.